Welcome back, Prism Pals. If you're new to the studio, welcome as well. We're really excited to have you. Tonight, I am really excited to introduce to you guys one of the core people that facilitated the process in actually bringing Prism Studios to life. That is my business partner, my absolute sarcasm soulmate, and one of the very best friends that a person could ask for, and that is Travis McNeese. Tonight, we're just gonna talk to you guys like we would any of our other friends and try and give you a chance to get to know Travis a little bit better while we work through a really fun exercise doing 3-minute sketches. What we're doing tonight is gonna be really funny for Travis and really not funny for me. Sometimes we're gonna do work that doesn't always feel comfortable, but that's the great part of art, is it doesn't always have to feel comfortable. And frankly, we're thumbnailing, we're practicing. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's not gonna be, and if you expect it to be, then this isn't the channel for you.
Well, in the spirit of keeping things spontaneous, I just so happened to bring a book with me. I brought Brandon Sanderson's The Way of Kings, but what I'm gonna do is I'm going to flip through, I'm gonna find a random word, and that is what we're going to use to kind of make our thumbnails spontaneous and make something that we might not have thought of
Are you
otherwise.
like pointing at the page finding a word, or like are you gonna like look for like a good word?
Oh no, it's like whatever like my...
Can I make a request that I get a noun or an adjective, or a noun and an adjective? I feel like that's fair. A noun and or an adjective?
Well, Katie and I met working at a bank together. I was very nervous to start this new job. I'd never quite met someone that was giving off the energy that you were giving off. Katie really went out of their way to make me feel welcomed at work, and that kind of transformed into a friendship pretty quickly. I always knew Katie had an artistic side, and one night Katie came to me with like a crazy plan and was so super excited about it, and I was excited too, because I thought that this was a great opportunity. We talked about all kinds of crazy ideas and things that we could do, and a few nights later we hung out again, and Katie said, "I don't think I can do this quite without you, so will you join me?" And I said absolutely. Well, one of the things that definitely attracted me to Prism was to give something back to the community that I've been a part of my entire adult life. So my role in Prism is, I'm hoping one of these days we will be able to get a physical location, and I can run a pretty mean cash register, so just so you're aware. And so I would really like to bring my talents to a physical sales floor location, and kind of be out in the community. Even though I'm kind of behind the scenes right now, it's, like I said before, it's nice to be involved in the art making process. One of my first experiences with art was, those activity books you could get as a child, and I remember I would do paint by numbers for hours. I loved them. I couldn't get enough of them. Something about paint by numbers, I loved them. I'm not an artist, but that's what we founded Prism on, is the basis of you don't have to be an artist to enjoy art, and come to find out, I'm pretty much a testament to that. I did not do art really. I mean, I did art in like middle school because it was required, like we had to. And I did not pick up a paintbrush until this year when we started working on painting. No, not at all. I was more musical art. I really like music, and that was kind of that was more the direction that I went with. Enjoying music as kind of like my artistic outlet. Okay, well, I think so.
We've done 10 3-minute sketches.
Yeah, so what we should do next is I think we should take a look and decide what one we want to do.
And then Travis is gonna give me some, I guess, tips on what he wants to see, because he is my client tonight. And we'll come back and see what we end up going with.
Well, you know, video game art has been something that I really enjoy. I know you appreciate a lot of like the video game art.
Video game art, one of my favorite video game art was the Fable series.
Yeah.
Beautiful, like these stained glass art pieces that they have in it. If you play Death Stranding, I haven't played a lot of video games lately though, other than Animal Crossing.
And you know, that's something that, you know, even like pixel art has been...
That's been really popular.
Yeah. And pixel, who would have thought, you know, in like 1985 when they're putting all these,
and they're
like,
trying so hard to
pictures,
get out of it and like move beyond it, and then
Yes.
now we're like pixel art.
that it would have endured and stood the test of time. So that's something like that.
But I
is something
love
to me
how
that
like
is
what we
so-
want is constantly
yeah.
changing and evolving, and that's always been the case in the art world. But I think that now with the internet, we have so much exposure to art, and we have so much exposure to each other, and so it's just like language, you know, it's constantly evolving, and it's now coexisting alongside other sides, you know.
And see, this is really interesting for me to see kind of like what your brain comes up with, because like I think those are just like three such different words that I look at it and I'm like, what are we coming up with? But I think this is a very interesting and very fascinating take to the artistic process. This is what made me excited to like join Prism and work with you on this, because it's just fascinating to see this get created, and I just think it's like a really neat concept to allow people in.
Well, and honestly, it is just such a good exercise for loosening up the hands and loosening up the mind, so that you can just dive into being creative without so many emotional blocks.
Well, I really want to thank you guys for tuning into this video and learning a little bit more about me, and a little bit more about Prism too. Prism has been a project that we have worked on. We have poured in sweat and tears.
A lot of hours. A lot of hours, certainly.
Yeah, so your viewership and your support really means the world to us.
Thank you so much for joining us tonight for Prism People and 10 with Travis, where we get to do 10 thumbnail sketches, then create an awesome painting together.
If you enjoyed hanging out with us in the studio tonight, be sure to join us every Wednesday starting in February, where we're going to be having 2-hour live streams from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Central Time.
So if you enjoy the content that we brought you tonight, feel free to please subscribe below, hit the like and even the bell to get notifications for all of our upcoming content. Remember to be kind to each other, and remember that art belongs to all of us. Art for all?
All the time.